Time we had the AFE vest.
Oh wow, yeah.
Remember that?
I do remember
Yeah,
that.
we'll talk about that.
I do.
I wasn't even on your list today, and I said, "What?" I
No, I remember that. I did about 1,000 interviews, but I remember that.
Yeah, for long.
You have an outlet?
Scott Carty, Seattle, Washington, KOMO, and Seattle Refined. Seattle Refined. What do
Could
you
it
think
be any
as
more?
a writer, what do you think of that name, Seattle Refined?
Could Seattle be any more refined than it already is?
No. I wanted to make a point to come visit you and thank you because we go back to when you had written the movie Locke.
That's right.
With Tom Hardy. And that was when I was trying to become the next host of America's Funniest Home Videos.
And should have become.
Well, as you said that I should have become the host. You know, you got to touch the vest.
The vest, I remember that.
And you had that experience with Who Wants to Be a Millionaire that I figured you were a very, very credible endorsement.
Obviously not.
It didn't work. It's really good to see you again.
It's great to see you.
This movie is, I mean, it's such an amazing story. As a writer, how do you take what you know is true and bundle it all together to put it into that movie package form and tell such a beautiful story?
I think it's being selective, obviously, is the thing, and also permitting yourself to do the whole story from child, because certain things only make sense if you know how he was raised. So it's a question sometimes of clinging to the truth because it's so fantastic. Other times swerving around the truth because it's difficult to fit in because there's so much stuff, there's so many things that happened, and trying to find a clear line, beginning, middle and end to the thing. But fortunately with this story, it's so incredible, the character is so amazing that some of the work is done for you.
So when it first comes across and you're saying, oh, I'm going to write this screenplay, what's going through your mind?
Try, if possible, to concentrate on the character and see if it's not possible to have everything happen sort of as a result of him or her, but in this case of Bobby Fischer, so that there is always a coherence, even when things go wrong, even when it becomes a bit crazy, there's a sort of coherence to it. And you've got the gift of that chess game at the end, which is the Cold War at a table, two human beings fighting the whole of the Cold War, and the underdog wins. I mean, what more do you want?
At any point as you're writing this, because of knowing the backstory on Bobby Fischer and his mental illness, does your heart start to hurt as you're writing this story? Yeah,
because I think he made a choice. I think he had a choice: sanity or chess, and he chose chess. And I thought of him as like a soldier who sacrificed himself and was sacrificed by his country in order to do this battle. Yeah. And he never really came back from Reykjavik. He was destroyed after that.
Yeah. What kind of research did you get to dive into to put all this together?
Reading books, obviously, but also it was really instructive to see news footage of him talking and being interviewed, because he's so funny. I mean, he's funny on purpose, and often he's funny in spite of himself, and just such a different mind. Some of the at one point he's interviewed by someone and they say, can women play chess? He goes, no, women can't play chess. He says, well, what, you think they should be at home in the kitchen cooking? He said, women can't cook.
So much fun. So good to see you.
Fantastic.
Congratulations.